As you all know, the past day or two, I've been making videos of dancing. Um, I love videos, but I love singing, magic, and yes. Let's take a deep breath. Deep breath. So I want to blog here, and I want to tell you something. I've been through a lot. With the bullying and all that stuff in my past videos, as you've seen. With fights with friends and family, and it's really sad because I'm different. And I understand that. I completely understand if someone is being who they are. Oh, I love when people are who they are. I completely understand that. So let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. As you all know, why would you do something for someone and not be there for them? Now, let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. A story here. Just say you and your friend go to the store and your friend is at the store but doesn't buy anything. He's on his phone. Or you're in the car with your friend and he's sitting, in front of your house or driving around on his phone. Okay, I understand that, blah, 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 But reality check, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, blah, blah, this, that, whatever. For me, it's hard when someone betrays you or hurts you because I really think about that person. I've dealt with people who have been through a lot of pain. I've been there for people who support me. I've been there for people who haven't supported me and still, ran away from me. I've supported people. I'm the number one supporter there, even if people don't think I am. I've been asked. I've been wondered a lot. Things that I've never seen in my life, like, oh, why would you take someone to a hospital because they're different? Or why would you, and these are like big questions, but as I was saying, why would you want to do anything to somebody if they haven't done anything to you? Now, there's a difference between reality and dreams, as I've been told, unfortunately. By the way, I love learning stuff like this. Sometimes some not, I don't even know. But, I don't know, sometimes it can be very boring, I'm like, I gotta go. So, but, and there's another question, like, who does it make you to be the right person for someone if they don't want to be the right? It could be a girlfriend, boyfriend, it could be, it could be a love effect, it could be, two guys and the two girls, they could fight, like, you don't know who it could be. Now, as I said, reality and dreams, well, let's look back. We've had, throughout the years, there's been a lot of major events on the news. There's been people, from, death to love to blah, blah. It's like romance. It's like watching, I think you guys should watch, The Notebook. I recommend everybody watching. It's a romance movie, with Nicolas Cage, and he falls in love with this girl, and it's just like, I'm not a big romance guy either. I don't know. I like to go on a date or here or two, but, it's hard to find the right person, especially someone you really love and care about. If they move away, or they're just not there for you, or if you've been hurt by them. But I think people should watch The Notebook again, and really think to themselves, that's what romance love should be. Not fighting or hurting or beating each other up and throwing each other into the streets or calling the cops or sending them to the hospital or whoever. I'm not perfect, and nor do I want to be. And this is a blog. This isn't a dance video. I can do a dance video if I want to, but it's a Tuesday night and I like to talk. So I will probably shut up once before after this video, but anyway. I don't know, but I'll shut up right now. No, I'm kidding. No, but many people have told me things like, oh, Stevens, are you a good, do you think it's okay for Stevens to, go to so-and-so's house and, betray, like, I could tell you a story, a lifelong story about what happened to me in February. I don't want to talk about that because it was something really stupid. I ended up in a wrong position. I made a mistake because, Well, it was more of a friend mistake. Not, I don't really know if it was my mistake. I felt like that was like the last of it, because let me just tell you that the whole point of the story is that we went to the restaurant with a whole bunch of people, like, I don't know, 8 people, 8 people in the car, one car. They were squished in the back and I was up in the front. We were all squished. We ended up going to, like, some restaurant with my friend's ex. And I don't know why, but it was just a weird, like, moment in my life, and it was like a flashback. Actually, no, it wasn't a flashback. It was like something that went downhill, and, you know, blah, 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 uphills, you know, everybody knows there's up and downhills. Oh, she says, you know, all that he said, she said stuff. But the moral of the story is that we ended up having a position where we had to deal with the cops. Like, that wasn't cool, bro. Just not. And it today kind of makes me laugh, because I'm just like, I remember all those events of the time of, like, each second, because it was just like, you know, it started off going to see a movie, and then we ended up going to eat more food in the car, and we drove down south, and it was like, you know, the story is just, there's no point of it. There's just no point of talking about it, to be honest. There's really none of my business, and I let it go. And, you know, I had a big event happening this summer too. You know, another big event with my friend, with my ex-friend. You know, he betrayed me because, well, I don't know if he betrayed me, but for some reason he, you know, beat me up and he gave me bruises on my chest. You know, and I just flashed between him and I when he did that. He pushed me, and that's all he did. But he still hurt me, and that's abusive. So it was still scary for me, as, you know, it was last month. So, you know, I have memories from every event I went through this year, last year, whatever, so-and-so. But let me explain this to you. All my stories that I'm blogging about, all these bullying videos, all these things about, I want to know what you people think about big events. What's your moral of the story? I want to ask you guys that question, because asking me about personal stuff or stupid stuff that makes no sense is just like getting deep in my head and my heart, and it's like, is it okay to be the bad guy? Is it okay to be the good guy? Like, you don't really know who's out there to hurt you. I mean, you really don't. But there's always going to be that 1 or 2 people, or whoever, a group of people who don't like you, and that's okay. Be yourself. I accept everyone who they are. You can be gay, black, purple. It doesn't really matter. You can have a tail as a friend. But growing up is more, you know, I learned more differently than a lot of people. I learned that, you know, if something ever happened to me, my mom's going to be there, my dad's going to be there. And when you're growing up, I mean, everybody as a kid, yeah, they have their mom and dad. But I grew up, you know, stuck, living with my parents, loving my mom to death. And I still, you know, love my mom today. But, you know, there's a lot of, you know, hibbity-dibbity-dobbities in my life where, you know, I go from up and down. Sometimes I have to, like, be quiet. And I hate running this video because it's almost like 10 minutes long. It's a very long blog, and I'm sorry. I should have never sent this to two event stories. But, cross my heart, you know, amen. Whatever. But tonight, you didn't see that. But anyway, but as I said, you know, and pray, just pray. I want to know what your opinion is about life. My opinion is more of reality and dreams. It's more something we can't see in our brains. Unless someone gave me an explanation today and I sit down and talk to them about it. Like a counselor or a friend. And trust me, I have dealt with my best friend and friends here and there, and after the bullying video, the first video I made was a bullying video, I remember that, and after all that, I remember watching my video and talking to myself and thinking about it, and then talking